Good morning. So this is our house here in Tomar. It's the neighbor's field, and it's usually pretty green because we're always growing things. The sign for Orto de Amor is there. There's also an entrance on the other side, and we give you a gate opener for the gate, or there's a gate here. So I'm going to pause briefly. I don't have to pause. So this is the south side of our house. This is our garden. It's a bit wild right now. We have a very biodiverse garden. And here is the vegetable garden. It's early in the morning, so there's a nice light. We have a fence around the vegetable garden to keep dogs out. This is an area where we make compost. And we're always growing vegetables here, and people can come and grab oranges or vegetables. And now I'm gonna walk you up the path here. Again, you wouldn't come this way, but you could if you wanted to come down and get something. Here we have a water tank where we sometimes swim in the summer. This is a tiny house here where we have volunteers who come to learn about farming. These are strawberries. This is our patio here in the front, and we sometimes invite guests to stay with us. This is a view of our garden, which is quite wild right now. We have lighting, as you can see here, it switches on at night. We have our own barbecue area here. This is our pickup truck. The road is very quiet here. We have these lovely views over the valley. This is the gate that you would enter from. Right now it's manual, so you just have to slide it open and slide it shut. We have wood here, which we use in the winter time. We have a guest park here. This is the parking that would be available for you. There's park here in the front. That is the front door to our house. This is a workshop and artist studio. And then this would normally be closed. It says here Loft, which is the apartment upstairs. This gate opens. So basically you have your own private garden with its own gate. There's a ladder here because we've been needing to use it to take out some of the weeds. This is the path. I'm shading it from the sun. So basically, let me get to the top and then the view will be better. So now I'm at the top. You got a bunch of Baudelaire Davidi bushes here. An area in the back there. So normally we keep the grass cut, but now in the winter we've been letting it grow. There's an area here in the back. There's two olive trees here. These are bushes that get very big. This is an espalier tree. The path up from the gate. That's our house down there. And this area up here is your one of two balcony areas you can sit in the morning. This is the front door. So you come out and you can sit here in the morning for breakfast. You've got the view out there. And then over here we have an area where you can dry clothes. There's also one over there. This is a bit of a mess right now because we have a new washing machine and this fridge stays here outside. So this is a barbecue area here. Let me stand back so you can see it. We have both a Uruguayan barbecue, which works with wood. We have a normal barbecue, which works with charcoal. In here, it's a bit of a mess, but we're fixing out stuff. This will be the laundry room. So you have your own laundry. We have a guest staying here, a nomad, digital nomad, so some of these things are hers. So you come in the front door. That's the door that leads down to our house. It's also an emergency exit. There's a drying rack up here inside if it's raining outside. An area to hang your coats, an area to put shoes. You can also hang the coats outside here. And then You come in, as I said, you've got the hall here, and then you've got the bathroom off to the left here. Put the light on. So there's a cabinet there with 2 drawers. We've got a first aid kit. There's a small little heater if it's necessary in the winter, because that's the quickest way to warm this room. There's a scale, and it's a shower, pretty big shower bathroom here. And here's looking out onto your barbecue area. We have this curtain here so that you can sort of keep the heat in or have additional privacy. And you come up and it's basically one big loft apartment. So coming to one wall, that's what it looks like on that end. There's a chest of drawers over here, 2 night tables. There's normally 2 lamps, but I dropped one the other day, so I'm fixing it. Tall ceilings. We've got a projector up here, which is used on the other wall. There's a dehumidifier, electric heater, and then here is a big closet cupboard for storing clothes, suitcases if necessary. I'll just stand back. Okay, and that mirror will probably go inside one of these in the future. And there's drawers down here as well. Laundry basket. And then the view from here, there's mosquito screens, so there's really no reason to have any bugs. I sometimes raise them in the winter because it lets more light in. And you see out over our garden and the view around. And then from this side, so here you have a double bed with very comfortable bed and all the linen. So we normally include in the rent a cleaner who comes once a week for an hour. If you need them more than an hour, you can pay them more, but it's just to change the sheets and the linen and give a quick cleanup. That's the kitchenette, which I'll show you in more detail. That's where we came through. There's a fire extinguisher there for safety. So we follow all of the safety regulations. As I said, you've got a projector there that has it's a smart projector, so it gets all the channels and you can program it with your codes and so forth. There's a lovely couch. The apartment is really for 2 adults, but it could be someone could sleep on the couch under exceptional circumstances, but we don't really want to sell it as a place for 3 people. But if there was a small child or a visitor, someone could sleep on the couch. This is an old table of my parents from Africa. And then there's a work area, dining area here. It folds out. It's got various sleeves so that it can be bigger or smaller. 2 chairs. It's a library with some books that we leave here. And there's fiber optic cabling to the house. So if you have an Ethernet cable, you can get the maximum rates. If not, and you're on the Wi-Fi, it's a bit reduced. It's around 60 gigabit per second as opposed to 350 for download. Here you've got the kitchen, so you can store veggies and things, dry things in these baskets. You've got an espresso coffee machine, toaster, kettle. There is a dry fryer oven. There are 2 heater pads. Down here you have a microwave grill, and next to it you have a fridge. We also have a very large freezer which you can use for making ice. We have a organic composting, so if you want to separate and recycle as we do, you can. You have these tall ceilings here, which are very nice. And the same view out of this window as you had out of the other one. But we have a system in the house that's always circulating the air. It's called a heat exchanger. And it takes the air and it warms it in the winter and it cools it in the summer with a very efficient heat exchange between the energy inside and the energy outside. And literally, we've never in 5 years needed air conditioning. And if it feels slightly warm, like 24, 25 degrees, we have ventilators in the house. So we haven't installed air conditioning out of principle because it uses a lot more energy. Here's the door again, and emergency numbers and so forth. So I hope that is what you're looking for. Let me just switch on the lights here. So you see the house has all these lights along the roof up here. And then you've got, as I said, normally 2 table lights there. You've got a very strong lamp up there, which can be for reading or for working. And if you need anything else, we can always provide it. Wi-Fi is included, all the energy is included, and the 1 hour of cleaning a week is included.